I felt like it was gonna go right there. Oh, what?
Hey everybody, welcome to Open Bar Podcast.
Yeah.
Where the conversation is never on the rocks, but it's straight up no chaser.
Nope. Chase it.
We got your favorite host, Tiff.
It's your boy C4.
And we got a special guest on our podcast today, y'all.
Special. Say what's up.
Y'all know it's your boy LongLiveCzar.
Yeah.
Hey,
Back at it.
how you feeling?
You know, I'm in a wave right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm in a wave right now.
Okay. He always in his own little zone, too.
Bag.
Yeah, you know,
In the bag.
trying to stay on the board. Hey.
All right. How you feeling, C4?
I'm good.
You good?
Yep, I'm happy my boy made it to the show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the first one we actually publish.
Thank you for coming.
Cesar.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Of course. You know
Had to
you
pull
had
up
to.
real quick.
You know you had to get on here.
Hey.
I had to make it happen.
Hey.
This is like the music king right here.
Man. We gonna get on that too. We gonna get on that too.
It's the mood music right here. She
We
came
gonna have
in,
to
she
get
was
on
like, you know, straight up, no chaser. I'm like, ooh. She's like, I'm gonna just do it. Turn it on. I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
just do it.
that's just how you do it. You just gotta get to it.
Jump in and go.
I was like, ooh, stay ready. Ain't never gotta get ready. Been ready, born ready.
Exactly.
That's how you supposed to do it. Just jump in and go.
Hey.
All right. Well, let's get this thing started. So,
Yeah.
Cesar, tell the people basically, like, you know, what you doing these days, who you are, like, you know.
Man, where do I even begin? You know, trying to make a
Autobiography.
short story. Trying to a conversational biopic.
Yeah, we got time.
Little paraphrase, but ain't that much to the story. South Central Los Angeles native, you know, Cali, real West Side nigga,
West
you know,
Side.
you feel me? Real West Side, you feel me? Came out as I guess I would say just somebody who's always been known to push the culture. Probably notorious for being like pioneer of the dance style called crump. You already know.
I was just gonna ask you about that.
You know, that was I did that. Did a little something right there. You know what I'm saying? Do a
And
couple
you
arm
can
swings,
say you
chest
did that
pops.
because it was put on.
Yeah. You know, we did our thing. You know, but like I said, just always pushing the culture forward. Just that's just really what, you know, my existence has been about. I've dedicated my existence to like pushing the culture forward. Like, and when I say culture, I mean like things that I believe are artistically indigenous to our people, and just like how it really comes from the underbelly of you know, like where we reside. You know, like we'll say from the hood, whatever the case, but like right there is like that's where you really get the jewels. It's a lot of jewels right up in there, and that's why they always come and they mine. You feel me? They mine, and then they collect what they gonna collect, and they take it back over the hill, and then you know they synthesize it, they cut it up. You know what I'm saying? Push it through
Try to put their
commerce.
own little
Yeah, you know what it is. So
spin on
yeah,
it.
so when I say culture, I mean all of that. I mean the uncut gems. You know, from where we at. So just always been trying to like put on for the culture, for the people. And just whether it be through television and film, whether it be through choreography, whether it be through, you know, dance, whether it be through music, which is like, you know, my number one, right? That's my, you know, my number one venture. So yeah, been pushing the pen a lot lately. Doing my music, you know, dropping these vibes, you know, just really trying to, you know, bring people to the wave. That's really what it's about.
All right.
Yeah.
Sir. So what got you into like dancing?
Man, what got
Crumping.
me?
I'm gonna say crumping.
Man, what got me into it? To be honest, I don't even really think that we were conscious that we were creating like an entire dance style. So I think that's what really made it historical. You know, like, you know, anybody that grew up in the inner city, like you know about Tommy the Clown and the clown dancing
Right.
craze and all of that. So really coming up in that era, that was like the quickest way to really become a hood celebrity. You know,
Right.
it's bigger than being like a high school like athlete. Like if you was like booming in the hood,
Yes.
like you danced for Tommy,
Yes.
you
You
feel
was a
me?
dude.
Like
You was a dude.
Yes.
that was like the pinnacle of hip hop clowndom. You feel
Okay.
me? Because
That was before people was doing music.
yeah, because it was a lot of sub clown groups. You feel me?
It was, I was a part of one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a part of one.
fun fact. Fun
I was a
fact.
part of one.
Ooh.
My mom has started. It's crazy because my mom and like this lady around the corner from us, like she started it. We were unstoppable clowns.
Oh,
That shit was crazy. I had an
Did you
airbrush
know
jumpsuit
that?
and everything.
Yeah, I think she ran it by me one time. Unstoppable clowns.
what was
but
your
y'all
name?
stopped,
What was your
though.
name though?
Oh, you know what? I don't remember.
Oh, look,
no, I'm gonna
she
tell you.
lied.
I'm
She don't wanna- she don't wanna say it.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because
gotta
like,
say
me
it.
and my best friend, like we were considered like twins. Like we would dress alike, we would do all that in high
Okay,
school.
that was a package
anything, it
deal.
was like we
Okay.
was a package deal.
Okay.
You know how like the two would come out with Tommy the Clown? That was us.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So y'all didn't really have like individual names.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
So what was your package deal name?
Slid out of that.
Right.
I don't remember though. I ain't gonna lie.
Look,
She don't want nobody to know.
she don't even.
It don't even
look,
matter.
look.
It don't even
I mean,
matter.
at
We're
one-
talking about crumping, so we gonna get back to that.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, I hung around a clown group. It was pimped out.
Oh, yeah.
He
That's
said,
a hung
he said
around.
hung around.
I hung around.
What does that even
Right.
mean?
I hung around. Yeah, that's it.
You know, I existed
He
in
used
the
to be over
vicinity.
there.
I didn't really,
You had
you know
a
what I'm
tail
saying,
and
get
stuff?
into. I didn't really get
I was
into
within
it.
the zip code. You know, I was within the parameters of a clown group. Like, don't try to tell us the real
Nah,
now.
I'm telling you the real. I used to hang around. I never got into it like
Yeah,
everybody
dig
else.
it, dig it
Yeah,
out of
right.
C4 because this is what he always do.
You want me to call a lifeline
Nah,
or
this is
something?
what he always do. He'll bring up something. He be like, nah, I
Yeah,
wanna talk
try to
about
skate
it.
around.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
nah, you brought it up. You gonna talk about it? God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it. That was like back then. It was like the thing to do. Like if you didn't do shit else, you was a crumper. But I wasn't into
Well,
it because
crumping and clown dancing
Well,
was
yeah. You know what I
totally
mean.
two different things.
Yep.
I'm sorry, my
I
bad.
feel like crumping
She
was
coming through with
like
it.
all of like the emotion, like you brought that out in dance. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
my bad, I'm sorry.
If I knew how to crump, I probably would have got crump, like for real.
She got the history.
Well, my brother, like he still go to crumping sessions, like still to this day.
Oh, I ain't even had to say nothing.
Yeah,
I
know.
was like, as I handle my lightweight.
Yeah.
She was like, well,
Yeah.
actually, if you must know,
Ooh, my
it's
bad.
a separation. It's
It is.
different.
It totally is.
You
It
know what I'm
totally
saying?
is. It's a
Like,
whole different type of technique when it comes to like dancing.
Ooh, she come with that heat today.
Oh, but to put you in the
Yes.
middle seat. Oh, this is quickly turned into the TIFF files. Okay? Tell us what we need to know.
I'm just stating facts. That's what it
know
was.
I love
you know?
it. We
That's
we
lit.
love facts. We love that.
That's
yeah,
lit.
that's what it was.
Dang.
She be trying to jump on me though, so she probably throw a few facts out there that I don't know, make me look crazy.
I ain't gonna never make you look crazy.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
That's that co-host beef. That's what we got going on.
She like you think you know me, but you ain't. I got layers.
Right.
I got layers.
I used to crump
I
dance.
definitely do. You know.
I used to crump. I used to be.
That's so lit though. But
So what
that's-
happened to Unstoppable?
I mean, you had to be like one of the hottest clown groups in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
feel like if you didn't, shit, either you were or you wasn't. That's just how it was. You know, like as far as like Tommy, like putting yourself in these shows and doing all of that stuff
Tommy
just
had
to
it
be
going.
known. You know what I'm saying? The parties you would do, like all of that stuff matters. Like when it comes to promoting and marketing the whole group, like. You know, we didn't really do all that. It was more so just for fun.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
extracurricular.
Yeah.
When did you Cesar? When did you start doing music? Like, when did you make the transition from crumping to music?
I actually made a couple of sub transitions in between there, because like growing up in the inner city, and like being able to figure out how to get on, just like into the scene. You work your way up, like in any business or like pyramid or whatever
Right.
the case. So like she said, she was dancing for Unstoppable, but like if you go from Unstoppable, then you can go from another clown group, and then you get scouted, then you go to another clown group. And
wait, was that? So was that? That's a thing too. That people was clown group hopping.
Oh yeah, it's networking.
Yeah, for sure.
It's networking. It's like playing for the G League, and then like, oh, you putting up points in the G League.
Cause see, that was the thing too.
You get your 10-day contract.
Cause that's just like, say for instance, I was dancing with Unstoppable, and I went to go try out for Tommy, and now because of Tommy's in commercials, the parties that he do, just networking around, I might be one of the hottest dancers, and somebody see me.
It was like LeBron and the Lakers versus.
Yeah, it's like if your name is booming, you putting in work. It's just like some street shit. Like if you putting on for your set, then you gonna make a name for yourself, and that's that you're gonna be able to like garner the attention of the higher ups and just make your way up. And everybody trying to play for the big league, so just learning how to maneuver like that and doing that at that time, and being able to like go from Homeboy, shout out to Homeboy, and then going home to Tommy, and then like making the transition from like dancing and entertaining people to like more so artistically like dancing for yourself, and like really finding like an emotional portal to serve as an outlet to dance the way that you want to dance based upon the style of music that you're dancing to, which is not like party friendly in terms of like the way the instrumentation is collaged and like bouncing off of each other. Because if you're doing birthday parties and what else, like you got to keep it fun, you got to keep it light. You feel me? But like if you like on your crump shit, like when that came about, like to answer your first question, we didn't really know that we were actually creating a style. We just knew that we were dancing to different music, and we knew that we wanted to be the physical representation of what the music looked like if it could take shape and exist in organic form. So that we was really trying to personify it, and just me being at the forefront of that with the other pioneers, that allowed us to like gain the attention of some agents in Hollywood, and then that kind of opened up the door for us to meet David LaChapelle, who had been working on a documentary at the time. He was working on, it was called Clowns in the Hood. And I remember once I got my agent, I had my first gig. I was an extra for a Matrix video spoof. It was a VMA video spoof. And I met Matrix? Yeah, for Matrix. Like for the VMAs, they do the intro video spoofs. They do parodies and whatnot. Parodies, yeah. So like everything that's entertainment, whether it's a movie, whether it's a sitcom, whatever the case, when you see all those extra bodies, or you see anything like musically happening, or you see a club scene, there's choreographers involved. So we got booked, and I happened to meet Rich and Tone and Fly. And, shout out to Rich and Tone and Fly, like probably some of the illest, movers that you'll ever meet. Like, have worked with everybody from MJ to Backstreet to Usher, Chris Brown, like you name it, like anything great, they touched it. They too lit. So shout out to them. But make a long story short, they overheard us talking about just sessioning and whatnot. So they came over to us and inquired like what we were talking about. They told us about like, oh, do y'all know like so and so? They start naming these clowns, and we like, yeah, we know them. So they was like, oh yeah, we doing a little documentary film, and we were like, oh wow, really interesting. So we just got into the conversation, open dialogue, and I invited Rich and Tone to a session, and they were like, yo, what is that? I was like, oh, you got to come see what we do. And they was like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's called crumping. And they was like, wait, what's that? I'm like, you just got to come see it.
So not to cut you off, who actually came up with the term crumping?
Me and Tight Eyes were actually having a discussion. And I think it was like a post-academy discussion. We was watching footage, and we were kind of like throwing words back and forth because we was like making like, watching film, like cracking a couple of jokes, reviewing moves, looking at battles, and we were going back and forth, like throwing words out, throwing names out. And then I said crump, and he was like, ooh. He was like, crump? He was like, ooh, that's kind of, I think that's kind of, I like that.
You do come with the words.
Just from that, like, it just, and it wasn't like, all right, everybody, we're gonna meet, we're gonna have a think tank, and we're gonna try to name this style.
Y'all just like chilling and some
but like the best things happen organically just through that. and then you kind of like skate away from it. You don't like sit there. You just kind of skate away from it. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's crazy.
But
so y'all was sitting and watching like replays, like basketball or football film.
Yeah. And we was just, you know, shooting the shit. But you know, from all that, meeting Tone and Rich and telling them about the swag and the style and whatnot, trying to get into the dance industry and trying to transition from just being like a street dancer to like actually working in the industry and making a living. It's really about you assimilating yourself into the community. Right. And you don't know that if you didn't grow up in the commercial dance community. Right. If you didn't grow up next to dance studios and your parents was taking you to dance class and you was like, what?
I used to do that. I used to dance at Debbie Allen Studio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang, so if you just pouring it out today.
I love dancing. So I used to, I tried out for the Sparks Kids and everything.
Jesus.
I danced halftime at the Clippers game.
Collar right now.
Right, for sure.
I used to have because I started off cheering, so that's where it all came from.
Easy segue. Easy segue. Easy segue.
Yeah.
So, you know, just in assimilating into the dance community, I was just able to really keep putting myself in the positions to like run into Rich and Tone. And one night I ran into him and they was like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? I'm like, yo, we having a session. He's like, cool. All right, we gonna bring David LaChapelle through. And I was like, Dave Chappelle? And he was like, no, David LaChapelle. And I was like, who the fuck is David LaChapelle? And then, you know, then I did my research, my read up, and I was like, oh wow, he is a world renowned photographer whose works I was familiar with, but I never had a face to the name.
Right.
Like you don't know who owned Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, now I can, oh, okay.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's all. I'm like, and I know he was a music video director, did big videos for Avril Lavigne, Madonna, Gwen Stefani, you name it. Like,
wasn't you in the music video?
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna get there.
Yeah,
I was gonna get
just
there.
clicked in my head right now. I'm like, dang, I seen him on
because it all came full circle.
Lit.
So when we met David LaChapelle, he came to the session and he sat there and he watched the session for the first time and he was like, yo, I'm blown away. He was like, I never experienced no energy like this.
Right,
like,
I was just about to say that's energy.
He's like, what is this? And he was like, wow. I was getting ready to like wrap up production on my documentary because I had hit a wall with the clowns because you can he was filming them for a while.
That just sound crazy and funny right there. I hit a wall with the clowns.
Yeah, but with everything there's a particular amount, like a particular like depth you can reach with everything.
Right.
So everything bottoms out at one point. So when you get enough of the story and you get a lot of the context and a lot of the content, then you need a transition.
Right.
And he was just like, man, this is my transition. Now I can close it off, and this is the evolution of it. Oh, I get it now. So it just naturally came together. So, you know, just from that, we started shooting, started filming, and then from that, he had a short, and he sent it to Sundance, and it did really well. It performed really well. Then he came back and he said, I want to do my first feature length like project, and I want it to be a documentary on what you guys do.
That's
like
lit.
Your life, like why you dance.
Right.
Like I want to know why you transitioned to the style, where it came from, because this is the arc of it in terms of like the ultimate form of physical self-expression rhythmically. And he was well traveled, so he had, you know, come across African dance footage from like decades ago that really was visually reminiscent to what we were doing. So, you know, from that, Rise came out, big, huge move, huge,
big
world put Crump on the map and solidified us as pioneers, which is myself, Miss Prissy, Tight Eyes, Miho, you know, Dragon. So from there, everybody had an opportunity to take this momentum and let it carry you into whatever ventures you want to explore in life professionally. Right. So for me, because I had become privy to the fact that you can make a living off of dance, I was like, oh shit, like I'm about to get in class. I'm about to see I want to be more than a freestyler. I started, you know, make networking because I had already been doing the legwork myself. So when the movie came out, everybody was like, "Oh, wait a minute! Oh, that's dope!" Like, oh shit! And he's also over here making his way. He's making his rounds. Like, you know,
he's doing his due diligence.
Exactly. So that just really like put me in a position to like really just be, you know, the person that was responsible for bringing Crump into the realm of commerce and, you know, doing a lot of gigs with David LaChapelle, hiring us for the Gwen Stefani video and other videos. And then
also that was Gwen Stefani.
That was Gwen Stefani. But then I did do a Madonna video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was getting a lap dance from Madonna.
No, Britney Spears.
You know, no, I never did a Britney video.
Who was the Britney Spears video?
I don't know who did a Britney video. Yeah, that might have been like right before our time, but
man.
You know, everybody was really able to, you know, get some shit off, and it's just really whatever direction you wanted to go in. I understood that they was gonna, you know, water it down and do what they was gonna do with it because it was hot. So I was like, well, if one of us is sitting like at the helm of the ship, then it can't get steered into the iceberg. So if anybody's gonna, you know, play the game and maneuver, then I'm like somebody got to do it. Nobody else. Okay, nobody else wanted to do it. You feel me? Nobody else wanted to, but it had to be done in order for the style itself.
People probably didn't know how to do it. You know?
Well, yeah, but the interest.
I was still young too.
No, but the interest wasn't there because you gotta have foresight to understand that kind of sacrifice and that kind of sweat equity is going to give the style a future, and there's no future without opportunity. So now, when you think about it, you see actual people on tour with Beyonce. Literally just being hired to Crump. You see people in Megan Thee Stallion like performances actually like just crumping. You see a lot of crumping everywhere in the industry.
It's still alive to the day too.
But when you think about it, it's like, you know, we paved the way for that to happen. Like made it possible for people to get paid to get up there and throw some arm swings. So it's like you solidified it, we validated it. We gave it, you know, a curriculum, you know, to where it could be taught, and you know, really just created forms for it so it can exist on So You Think You Can Dance, and you know, me being able to be a choreographer and a panelist there, like making it from.
Dude, I seen those.
You feel me? Like going from 7th Ave and Hyde Park to the panel next to Nigel and Debbie Allen and Mia Michaels and Adam Shankman, like. That's a huge feat, not for me, for the culture.
Right.
So that's what I mean by
definitely.
I'm here to push the culture forward. So when I made my transition from dance, I was always doing music. It's just that it was taking a back seat because I was so busy with dance and I was so busy, you know, being a choreographer. I was so busy being a television personality. I was so busy, you know, pushing the style, like making sure it had legs, making sure it was getting respected.
All these jobs.
You know, making sure, like, just really, like I said, just putting on for the culture, pushing forward. But my music was always like taking a back seat, and I was always trying to find ways to like integrate my music with what I was doing, dance wise and television wise. So, man, I used to have so many meetings up at Fox about how I can, you know, like introduce one of my songs on the show and have like the top 10 dance to it, and like maybe I perform like a verse of it. Like I was always trying
to put it in there.
So many ways. Oh my goodness, so many ways. But you know, after a while, it just got to a point where I was like, well, you know, I think that I'm ready to take my music and like make that my primary situation, because like once you make it to a certain level, your friends start to treat you different because they feel like
you getting money.
No, they just kind of feel like.
I always think it's something about money.
No, well, I don't think it's money. I think it's like it's
attention.
No. It's a respect thing. Like I have a lot of friends that are choreographers, but you know they not finna hire me to dance behind a particular artist because they feel like I'm on TV. Like I'm on So You Think You Dance. Like so they like, oh yeah, man, you don't want to dance behind so and so in this music video. You don't want to do this. So it's more like it's a sign of respect. But you when you have that artistic hunger, you still want to do shit.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not above
because
that.
that's your passion.
Yeah, because
So
people put you above certain things before you put yourself above.
So
them.
would you say you missed out on a whole lot of stuff because of that?
No, I wouldn't say a whole lot of stuff at all. It was just certain things because I still had the passion. Like certain gigs, I just didn't get the opportunity to do because of time or the way my people.
I'm thinking that put a little hinders on you. Like,
not at all.
Because you're doing this and they thinking that you're too good to do something else.
That's
like
how,
you lost out on some
I
business.
thought about it.
Nah, it's just more so like sometimes you want to do everything, but you got to do what you got to do what you're called to do.
Right.
Definitely.
And it's like, and because the calling that's on you is so high, you really don't have people to give you an opportunity to take you away from what your calling is.
Understandable.
So that's how it was for me, and I was like, damn man, but I really want to get off. I really want to do.
So
it.
what made you transition? Like at what point did you transition from dance to music?
I transitioned I think it was after like my 9th season on So You Think
9 seasons?
Yeah.
You was on So You Can Dance.
Yeah,
9 seasons.
Yeah, 9 seasons. Yeah, I did the American
So you
show,
still getting checks?
which was a big hit. Then
Let me
I
hold
did
something.
Let me
Caesar.
hold some.
I mean, I'm trying to hold some. I know this mic is expensive. I'm trying to hold some. It's
Man,
real,
9
too.
seasons. That's deep.
Yeah, I was.
That's a lot of work.
I was one
Right.
of the.
How many years is that?
Man, that's some.
9 seasons.
Yeah, that's some equity. Yeah, I was
What?
up in there. And then I was like damn near living in Canada because I was working on the Canadian show too. I was doing So You Think You Dance Canada. And then I was
that's lit.
I was over there and then I was like filming a movie in Canada and I was like learning parkour for the movie. Like
Parkour.
I had, lines
That
and
shit
shit.
lit.
I was really in a bag. Like super, super bag. But
He's living that superstar life.
yeah, and I was like, I
That's lit.
was teaching, I was dancing, I was doing a bunch of shit, but I didn't feel like fulfilled, like artistically and creatively, because I felt like, man,
I think that's what all artists though. You never feel like you've gotten something that makes like this. You never complete.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, you sometimes hit a ceiling, but everybody don't hit a ceiling because some people find a point of contentment, which is okay. But for me, I want. I want intergalactic iconicism.
He's trying to go to the moon and back.
No, yeah, I want to touch the people. You feel me?
Right.
I want to touch the people, and if I find myself doing something redundant, I'm like, damn, I'm not really touching anybody past, what this platform is allowing me to touch right now. Ooh, I need a bigger tower.
That's just passion.
Damn, I need a bigger satellite.
That's pure
Ooh, shit.
passion.
Yeah.
Pure passion.
So I was like, man, and I had been working with so many artists who was like paying me to give them my swag, and I'm just like, yo, I do.
We're gonna get into that.
I'm like, I do music.
No,
but as a choreographer, that's what you do. Like, you honestly,
swag.
you curate the on stage persona for artists.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
literally, and it's because like they want, that's your skill, that's
So
your talent.
you had swag for sale.
Yeah,
you had drip for sale.
all choreographers got drip for sale.
Yeah.
A lot of artists that are your favorite artists, like
You're not about to teach me how to do a running man if I'm an artist. That's out.
No, I mean,
I ain't taking nobody drip.
It's not about teaching you because every
not.
dancer puts their own
Yeah, yeah.
creativity on their own.
It's about curating the like I said, the brand persona.
Right.
Like, it's just something special that people who are married to the music, is something special in the way that they move.
Right.
And it's like the most subtle shit. Like, that's what the artists want. But a lot of dancers are just physical performers, and they're not like singers, or they may not have like the same, pizzazz that certain artists got. And some
Piecing it together.
some dancers and choreographers have more than what the artists have, but everybody's there collectively to pour into the artist.
Right.
But that's what when you find yourself a great choreographer, like, they are able to like really bring your video performances, your on stage performances, really like amplify that shit and create the image that
Right.
makes people faint. So by me seeing that, working with like so many artists and watching the way like the choreographers are, you turn on the music and it's like, okay, we want you to move like this, and it's like even just the most simplest thing, like, ooh, you trying to catch that groove, you trying to get that sauce, and I just saw a lot of that because that's really what it is, and I was like, but I do music, so instead of me,
how did they receive that? Like when you're doing dancing and then you tell somebody that's doing music that you do music as well.
Man, I don't even think you tell them. You just show them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you feel like they receive that when? Because sometimes like as a videographer, if I'm hiring somebody to do videography for somebody and they come in and they're like, oh well, yeah, I do it too. They're like, well, why you didn't do it? Right. So I'm like, how do they receive it when you told them like, oh, I do music?
I think a lot of artists, all artists, they really kind of like play people off when they find out that somebody's doing music because they do it professionally, right? And when you do anything professionally and somebody comes to you and they tell you that they are now also doing it, you're not like downplaying them, but you're not making it a big deal because you're like, well, okay, well, let's see.
That's cool too.
Yeah,
that's cool. My boy, go crazy.
It's more right. So like, oh, that's what's up. Like, right. Oh, okay,
yeah.
And then they just really want to, see if you do your shit because everybody's doing it. Right. That's like you act. Somebody acts and you're like, oh yeah, well I'm doing auditions too. I'm acting. Or if you model, like you really model, you right. about your shit, and somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm model too. I just got a modeling agent. You're not gonna downplay him, right. You feel me? But you like, oh, okay,
that's cool. My boy, go crazy.
So are you just waiting to see if they gonna show improve? So
do you write your own music?
Yeah, I write my own shit.
Have you
I
wrote
write
for
this
others?
nigga music, man. Don't listen.
Yeah, I definitely wrote.
Who have you wrote for?
And collaborated, co-wrote. I wrote for Omarion. Okay. I wrote for O for a minute. Like me and him created.
Did you write that nudes?
No, yeah. Like send me those. That was my shit. Yeah.
You wrote nudes?
Yeah.
I love it.
Wait.
Yeah.
So wait, you wrote nudes?
Yeah, wrote nudes. Yeah, that's a vibe.
Like that. Yeah,
nudes is crazy. Yeah, I like that. We was sitting in the studio with my boy Dom from D&D. He had pulled up to the Atlantic studio and he was playing us a pack. And like that was one of the BT plays. We ran that shit back, and I was like, "Ooh!" I was sitting at the board. I remember, and I was just like, "Send me."
I only asked that because I found it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And you know how like I think some of your videos it kind of still collab with some of Omarion stuff.
Yeah.
So,
that's in the algorithm. Yeah. Frequency. Yeah. No,
I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was one of the bedroom bangers that we created.
Yeah, I still play that to this day.
Yeah, that song.
That's a crazy way.
People be like, I never heard this song. Right.
No, the craziest. The craziest. Yeah. The craziest thing. Yeah, the craziest thing about me and O was he has endless melodies. Like he literally has endless melodies, and I have endless words. So it was like the perfect matrimony.
Perfect team.
Yeah. So and then like once it hit, he was like, "Did you say news?" I was like, "Send me no news." And then from there it just squirt. Okay. Was I getting enough of work? Cause I'm gonna pop my shit.
You definitely are.
I'm gonna pop my shit.
Y'all kind of had similar swag, like woo.
Yeah, man. Did
you birth his swag or?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I need answers.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. See, me and O have known each other for like 13 plus. Okay. You feel me? So we've been around each other for a while, and we've always had like this like crazy connection frequency. Mm-hmm. Just like mentally, creatively, it just meshes well. Sometimes it's like getting on a team with somebody, and for whatever reason, like your on court chemistry, your on field chemistry, right. It just click. It's like it's just some synchronicity. Yeah.
And did y'all bump heads sometimes because of that?
Nah, we never.
Nah, I just feel like when you sorry to cut you off, when you got that good connection, you don't never bump heads with nobody like that.
I think sometimes
because you guys are similar.
Yeah, exactly.
And if anything, y'all get on each other's nerves because of that.
Yeah,
but I don't
that's
think
what I
you
meant.
would. I don't think you would get into it
because you compliment one another,
exactly.
And on top of that, you sharpen in one another as well because there's a respect there, and there's a respect to allow yourself to be sharpened. There's a respect to like
learn and teach.
Yeah. It's kind of like just I know you got this.
Right.
Oh, I know you got this.
Right.
Or I know you got this. And when there's a division of labor like that, like everything just kind of flows like seamlessly.
Division of labor. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
So
some people know how to do that.
So what's hot?
Go ahead.
What's hot that you got out right now?
What's hot?
Yeah.
I mean, everything is hot.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, everything is hot. You know, people they just gotta press play. Really.
Well, can you play something?
I'm a press play type of nigga. I'm a press play artist. That's me.
Let's do that. Then.
Can you press play?
We're gonna have a press play session.
Can we get a little sample?
Damn, I mean, what we trying to hear?
That's what I'm saying. Tell the people what's hot.
Put a vibe together. Yeah. Put a vibe together for us.
Oh, man, I mean, it's really it just depends on like what kind of mood you trying to get in. Like you.
He asking questions.
Oh, okay.
The DJ want to know what's really.
So you in the mood, King?
What's really going on?
Yeah,
you got everything for the people.
I mean, it's a wave. It's a wave, and the thing about a wave is like waves carry you,
right?
And the thing about waves is like they never cease to exist because it's a ripple. Like it goes from a wave to a ripple, but it constantly moves. It's the vibration, and vibrations constantly are
they keep going.
Right.
They keep going,
like the waves in the ocean.
Exactly. They just operate on different levels.
I'm wishing this Grand Diamante would keep going, but it's running out.
I was just about to say, can you LongLiveCzar trying to?
She like,
can you pour me up a little shot?
She like pour
Make sure
me up.
Shout out to our partners and our sponsor, Grand Diamante Tequila. Y'all go pick that up. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Pour your own poison. Not saying that's poison. That's.
Oh no, this is good stuff. Rethink smooth, okay?
Yeah.
That is what it is. Smooth.
Check you out. Yeah, but Cesar, go ahead and play something for us. Give us a bar or something.
He getting it together.
We only need 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
That's fine. We just we'll see what's going on.
Come see what's going on.
Okay.
Hey.
Definitely a vibe. I know you don't drink, man. I know you don't drink, but you gonna take a shot? You gonna take a shot?
Secondhand shot.
A secondhand shot. Just fly.
This is like a summertime vibe. Hey.
You gonna perform it? What's up? You gonna give it to us one time?
Oh no, we ain't even gonna sully it. I'm gonna let y'all get it all.
Easy.
I'm gonna let y'all just get it all.
Easy. Shout out to Cesar. LongLiveCzar in the building.
Y'all lucky he not standing up because he would have did a little move for y'all.
That way when y'all see me perform it live, y'all can sing along.
Oh yeah.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Lit.
Hey. Hey.
See, it's a wave. You feel me?
I can skate to this.
It's a wave, exactly. You instantly trying to find ways to like, how do I maximize this?
Yeah, that's
you like, I need to skate to this.
Yes.
I need to be getting my bag.
Definitely a vibe, man. like this. Okay.
Y'all need to go download it. Where's that at?
Man, you know, that's on all streaming platforms.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
What's that joint called?
Whatever your preferential platform of streaming is, it's on it. Okay, it's called Daydream.
That? Okay,
that's Daydream. That's Long Live.
That's hot.
LongLiveCzar. Okay,
that's lit, man.
That's hot.
LongLiveCzar.
How'd you come up with that? Like, where that come from?
Man, my boy Baz from the UK. Shout out to Studio Pirates. I've known Baz for a minute, and Baz be blessing me up with packs. You know, he'll just hit me. He'll hit me with a pack.
That's a hit.
You know,
right.
like out of nowhere, bow, hit me with a pack. And I was going through it, and I was, you know, rummaging through the, you know, the MP3s, and I slid upon that one. And
that's how you said to me. I was rummaging through them.
I was combing through them. You feel me? I was combing through them. And because for me, like, well, a lot of producers, they'll ask me, they be like, well, all right, what you want me to send? And I'm like, I don't want to tell people what to send.
Right,
Like, just send me a pack. Because if I tell you, oh, I want it to sound like this, or I want it to be, you know, real guitar heavy,
then
or
it's
I
forced.
want it to be, you know,
like,
then it's like you're gonna send me what you think beats you have that are within the zip code of what I just asked for.
Right.
So it's like you're not really about to
and you still don't give me what I want. Yeah.
Like,
would you recommend that for? Would you recommend that for artists that are looking for like beats and stuff that don't tell the producer what to send you? Send them. They just just send me some stuff.
Yeah, a lot of times. Or what you can do is like, don't make it to where you ask for a pack if you having that conversation about you know, an exchange, and a producer's about to bless you with a pack. You know, just be like, oh yeah, man, send me whatever, send me the heat. Send me the heat, and then at the end, just be like, "Oh yeah, can you make sure you include like maybe like 1 or 2 tracks that maybe sound like this?" That way, it's in addition instead of like, "Yo, send me some shit that sound like Tory Lanez."
Right.
The main focus.
Like now you stifling, you know, the producer's creative process and trying to introduce you to his sound. So, but all artists are so different. Like for me, I'm like, I don't really have boundaries. Like I like to create.
Right.
So if I hear something, regardless of what it,
that's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah. Regardless of what it
out of my head.
I'm gonna try to find a vibe.
Yeah, we've been working together too long. That's what that is. I was about to ask you. You want to say it? You want to ask them? Then go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
What is your creative process? I'm asking, but because I seen it, but I want you to tell the people.
Man.
Especially for people who, because you know, people run into like roadblocks when they're trying to create.
Exactly.
Yeah. For me, I just really try to keep it as unconscious as possible.
The vibe.
There is and I'm gonna butcher the quote. And I always butcher the quote, but there's a Bruce Lee quote. First of all, he's the king of quotes, first and foremost. But there's a quote, and I don't know it verbatim, but I'm gonna venture to say that it speaks to something in the lines of the greatest hindrance to, I think, anything in life, or the greatest hindrance to like all physical processes, is the consciousness of self. It says it's something along the lines of that, and what that means is the minute that you become conscious of what you're doing, you are now focused on trying to do what you think is the accurate representation of what you're trying to tell yourself to do. It's like if I tell you,
that's a fact.
If I say act natural, Tiff, you're not.
I'm not gonna be focused on acting natural.
Nine times out of 10, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be focused on.
What is
exactly? Should I sit here? Should I sit here?
Immediately, because
don't say nothing.
Because that's how the human mind. That's how the human mind works. instantly, and you can't fight that.
Right.
That's a fact.
But when you, and it's like when you trying to take candidates to somebody,
right,
and you don't want to tell them that you snapping.
I just want to get in that.
The minute you tell them that you're taking a picture and they start posing,
right,
it's gone.
That's a fact.
It's literally, and you're like, God damn it.
Right. Why did you move?
hey, for real. That's a fact.
All the time.
Because I be doing that with you when we shoot videos. I be like,
not even.
I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'm just let him do his thing.
Because that's what it is. Like
things come out more naturally, like when you just do your thing.
When you let it flow.
Yeah,
you gotta let it flow.
That's crazy.
And that's
a good quote.
It's simplicity. Like you can't be too conscious of self, because now you're trying to re-emulate, and exhibit and display your, internal definition of whatever it is you're overly conscious of.
Right.
Like you're not letting it flow. Right. You're actually standing in the way now.
Right.
Sit your ass down.
Right.
Like what is you doing?
Yeah.
And it's hard. So for me, I try to let, I'm very familiar, and I put over 10,000 hours into really like getting into creative alchemy, abstract alchemy, when it comes to like really working with elements and creating magic. Like
you're very creative.
So yeah.
Hey,
shout out to the universe.
Hey.
Shout out to the universe.
I didn't see it in person, so and it scares me too. It really do. I'll be like,
because he be focused as a motherfucker.
I'll be like, what the look. So I'm gonna say this story. This is, and we gonna get on something else or whatever we gonna do, but. Just recently, we just went to Colombia. We flew to Colombia. Shout out to the high people who made that happen. Whatever happened, how it happened. But we went to Colombia, and I've been asking him, hey, Czar, what song are we shooting? I asked him the whole time. He didn't tell me nothing, and it got to the point where it started irritating me. I was like, dude, you're not gonna tell me what we shooting. You're gonna have me out here trying to figure out this video treatment. I was like, Czar, what were we doing? He got this to the point to where he had to tell me. He was like, look. Yep. He was like, look, the song that I recorded, the producer said I can use it. He was like, but I'm still gonna use it. But I was like, you still gonna use it? And then he was like pondering on it, like, yeah. And then later on that night, I heard him at the counter humming some shit.
He made a whole different track.
Let me tell you something. He's in there humming. I'm trying to go to sleep. First of all, he's in there humming. All you hear is, and then I was like, okay, cool. I don't hear what he's saying because he's not saying anything. He's not saying nothing at all. Next morning, he's so fucking. I hate it that sometimes like he just was like, C4. Listen to this, and he pressed play. I was like, who the fuck do you think you is, my nigga? Like, play the song. Oh my God, the song was fucking finished. Only thing I heard him humming the whole time. I've never heard him say a word. No words came out his mouth the whole time. Nothing. Only thing came out his mouth was. He was like, oh, and I was like, we gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah.
So we actually, I don't know how you did it, but yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I lost all faith in what we was doing that weekend. I was like, let me just charge my batteries up and make sure I'm just ready.
Literally. That's literally what he was doing.
I said, let me charge my batteries up because this is about to be a whole shit show.
Yep.
But that's dope.
He like, we shooting tomorrow. We don't have a song. Like,
right.
How we shooting? We don't have a song. I'm like,
he didn't tell me nothing.
I'm like, yo. I'm about to figure this out.
Because he in his own little creative space, so he already know.
And he pressed play.
Yeah, but I'm like, the thing is I put myself under the pressure, but didn't feel the pressure.
That's not the first time you did that to me, though. By the way.
Yeah, because we did that.
So do you like being kind of pressured? Like, you work well like that?
I work well like that, but I don't purposely put myself in those positions.
You probably don't know you do that though.
Nah, because what happened was
what had happened was
I literally had sent I had sent. This was the day we was flying out. I sent my boy like a video clip of, because I was like cleaning the session up in Logic, you know, playing with vocals, cleaning it up, and I sent him a clip, and I hadn't sent him the clip since I sent him the last one when I was like first playing with it, and he was like, yeah, when you finish, man, I want to hear that. It's just like a vibe. So I sent it to him, and he was like, oh shit, bro, I forgot to tell you, we sold that. And I'm like, oh shit, for real? I was like, well, did you lease it? He was like, nah, man, they bought the rights to it and everything.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, damn. I was literally about to shoot, like I'm flying.
We already flying.
We in transit. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then he immediately sent me like 2 beats. And he was like, what you think about these? And I was just listening. I couldn't wrap my head around them because I was too stuck on. I was too shot over the
how dare you?
I was too shot over having to call the audible.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I can't sit there and like harp on the obstruction. And I'm like, all right, well, I got other songs. I sent him another one. He was like, damn, yeah, we sold that one too. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what?
Yes.
And I'm like, he like, man, I feel bad.
This is why he didn't want to tell me.
I'm like, don't feel bad, bro. I'm like, you selling, like, people are purchasing the beats, like they pushing the sound out.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but you know, man, like you know, you got the vibes. I'm like, man, it's all good, don't worry about it. So I literally had a day to like sit with it, and I decided when we got there, I was like, all right, I'm about to do a brand new song. Fuck it, cause we gotta shoot the video, something gotta get shot. So
you put the whole vibe together.
I'm gonna do a brand new song then.
That's lit.
And what I did was I utilized the environment around me, and I made the song like full of like the culture that was surrounding me.
Right.
And like
can we play it for the people or what?
A little bit.
A little snippet.
Can we play it for the people?
A little snippet for the
people.
Just a snippet. Yeah. You can
and mind you, this song was under pressure.
Just a little bit
for the people.
Man, yeah, y'all. I mean, you know, I guess you know.
I guess you know.
Only
now these are all exclusive. This is Open Bar Podcast. We doing all exclusive everything. We got exclusive drinks. We got exclusive tip that's gonna tell y'all stories about some stuff y'all ain't never heard before.
Exclusive lifestyle.
He ain't never heard before.
Right. So yeah, we exclusive today. You feel me? Cesar coming through with the exclusives.
Only because it's you know, because otherwise,
I appreciate it, man.
I would never play nothing
That's
that
love.
wasn't done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I would never play nothing that wasn't done.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's all good, man. I appreciate it.
Just a little snippet.
Yeah, just a little
We're
snippet.
gonna play it. Under pressure. Pass me that.
This beat is hard.
Power. That's all I heard him hearing.
Right.
He was like, could I get some Brandy and Monte?
Tell me what's your favorite. Been thinking about you all day. I'm trying to see you later.
Damn, pretty mamacita, dope chick, looking like a brick of cocaine. Never seen a senorita sweeter than Anita with the keys to the city. She the queen of Cartagena. Wait, damn, I think it's Cartagena. Little Spanish mommy tryna do the Margarita. Told her come to Cali, see the mansion on Cahuenga. First class flight all the way from Venezuela. Like,
Okay. We not gonna give him the whole song. We just gonna give him a little snippet. A snippet. Dude, the only thing I heard was the whole night. And then he popped out with this. I was like, bro.
Woke up in the morning. I was like, who got to it while everybody was sleeping?
Man.
And I
the
woke up.
The creative master.
And I was like, damn.
So
I was like, oh shit, we got a brand new song now. Oh, this is vibes.
And the song is lit. The song is dope.
I'm like, well, and that just put
And who shot the video?
Oh,
you know who shot the video.
None other than C4 the
Come on now,
extraordinaire.
you know who shot the video.
You know, shot by C4 extraordinaire.
Hey, I'll make sure y'all check him out too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Make sure.
visuals crazy.
Yeah, I already know.
All visuals crazy. Don't play.
Man,
All
I appreciate
visuals
that,
nuts.
yo, my good people. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, no, but
course.
you scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna just have to put that out there. I was like,
he didn't know I was gonna put that right in the pocket in the end zone, though.
But
What?
again, that's where that
Touchdown.
passion comes from.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
right in the pocket. He was like,
That's where that passion comes from. When you passionate about what you love and what you do, it come easy.
on the fly.
and then you know,
Then we put the concept together and everything.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It circumvents because what that does is that creates like the life force that's pushing the whole project.
Right.
So now C4 is in his creative bag. So now he's creating on the fly.
Right.
And he's like, ooh, okay. Well, now that means that we should shoot this kind of video.
You guys
Right,
work well
right.
together as a
Oh
team.
no,
though.
it's a crazy connection.
Well, he likes storytelling behind his videos, and I feel like you
Check
tell
you
that.
out knowing my little style.
Yeah.
You tell that in your music, so it just collabs very well
It's
together.
Able
Yeah.
to give him like a canvas he can be really creative
Yeah.
with. And that
Lit.
allows him to push his own boundaries.
Exactly.
What?
And he's,
Exactly.
you know, it gives him a chance to be excited about, because, you know, when you doing what you do and it's the labor of love, you want to get to a point where you love everything
Exactly.
that you do,
Exactly.
but it's contingent upon the people that you work with.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
So
true.
you can't really, you can't, it can't be like a blockbuster Michael Bay Hype Williams
Right.
situation with every artist, because everybody is so different. Everybody
Right.
has different music. Everybody has a different
Mindset.
demographic, mindset.
I feel
all
like
of
ever
that.
since we've been working together, I've been pushing the envelope. I cannot lie about that.
No, you have.
Been
Yeah.
pushing the
Yep.
envelope.
You definitely have.
can
That-
tell
you know,
in
you
your
know,
work.
you know our slogan.
Yeah, come
Price
on now.
went the fuck up.
Come on, price went up.
Price went up.
Price went up. Price went down. Price
Yeah.
going up.
Price going
Price
up.
going up.
Price going down.
So you know that's like, and that's what you really want, because once again, that's pushing the culture.
That's right.
And when you pushing the culture, you pushing the art. Like if you working alongside me and giving me the opportunity to create with you, then
Man.
I want it to
You-
be
but you
I want
be
it to be a
putting me-
collective push.
I'm gonna say this though. You be putting me in some positions that I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
We gonna-
but
we
he
gonna
put
talk.
it-
No,
but
we gonna
that's cool
talk.
because he put himself in a position to where you have to figure it out.
That's what you're supposed to do. Everybody
And as
around you, you gotta
both of
test
you
them.
It's
being
magic.
creators,
Yeah.
it just
So-
became magic.
Yeah, but let me tell you about one thing one position he put me in. I'm running next to a damn camel in the sand.
Oh Lord.
What? Come on now.
That
Hey.
was man, all
Hey.
terrain. He was
What?
like, damn, I don't know if I brought the right shoes for this terrain.
Man, shout out to my motherfucking
You better start getting active and
Alexander
getting in the
Alexander
gym.
Queens. I forgot my sand shoes.
Oh Lord.
Like, yo,
Well, you made it happen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that matters.
What are we doing in the sand?
What are
But
we doing?
running like
Insane.
literally running next to a camel.
I'm like,
Trying
hey,
to get
man.
the shot.
I'm like,
It's
let's go.
an experience.
No,
an
hey,
experience.
it was definitely. And I appreciate the experience too, for sure, for sure.
So
No,
take it
I-
as
It's
that.
love for sure, for
I
sure.
appreciate the execution, man. Like for real.
So what's next,
know.
Cesar?
Man, what's next is I'm trying to I'm trying to complete this visual EP. I know. I am a visual artist. A lot of artists aren't visual, and that's okay, because as an artist, you need to figure out what kind of artist you are. Some people rely on, you know, just the music themselves because they're not, I would say, like familiar and comfortable with like performance etiquette and being like a live action, you know, situation. And some people are just more audio
Right.
than visual.
Right.
Some people are purely visual.
Right.
And it's like, oh, crazy. And when you see them live or you see any sort of semblance of their brand or anything like that being displayed, you become instantly like more intrigued. And sometimes when you have like a favorite song and you don't really know the artist, but you see the artist perform it or you see the video, you're like, damn, I don't like that song no more.
Right.
I kind of wish I never
No,
seen.
seriously,
I kind of wish I
'cause-
never seen that artist. I never seen that. Oh man, because some artists, they're just songs,
Right?
And like you'll be listening to something, or you'll be like, oh, look at so and so. You be like, who is that? They're like, man, that's so and so. You like, who? They're like, that's the one that sing.
Right, you gotta do
like,
that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's my shit.
Right.
You don't know the artist, you just know the song.
Right.
Like I don't want to be.
Some artists butcher the song with the video.
Yeah,
Like completely fuck it over with the video.
Yeah, because it's not in alignment.
Yeah,
like it's a fine line. So for me, because I come from the realm of like, you know, like authentic culture and really creating, you know, like intrinsic experiences to where you feel like it's like it has hands and it's like my art is gonna like snatch you and pull you inside.
Yeah,
that's what all my art is gonna do.
Because that's the energy that you give out.
When you hear it, when you see it, I don't
Right.
want you to just hear it.
Right.
I want you to see it with your ears.
Right.
See what you.
I want you to see it with your ears, and then when you watch it, the way I'm
gonna feel that shit.
the way I'm delivering
ass
it,
nigga.
the way I'm delivering it, I want you to hear it with your eyes.
We gonna get up and do this shit.
Yeah.
too. Like
Because
for
when
real.
you hear it with your eyes, I'm allowing you to be like, I'm pulling you in, like
No,
you
for
inside
real.
of it now.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Welcome home.
I'm really big on the visual. So I'm finishing up this visual EP. It's gonna be about 11 songs, you know, and I'm trying to
It's a lot of work.
create about 8 videos of the 11 songs. And you know, we working independently, of course, so it's definitely
for you to be working independently,
It's definitely pricey.
It's definitely
Pricey.
stressful. Yeah.
Pricey.
Very.
But when
So-
it's all said and done, and your catalog and your value go up too.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So
'Cause
as
you
soon
put
as the
the work
labels,
in.
as soon as the labels come knocking at your door, you be like, "Well, hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Last year's
Right.
price is not this year's
Right.
price.
Yeah,
my
no,
brother.
leverage.
Should have got me last year.
right?
No, leverage.
He should have
Yeah.
got me last year.
Yeah, because you know, like that's really cutting 80% of the workout for y'all. You feel me? Like you don't have to find a sound. You don't have to get me a single. You don't have to put me in the room with, you know, different video directors so we can try to figure out a video and hammer something out. And like, nah, it's plug and play.
Right.
You feel me? Like
No, you record your own music.
Yeah,
you mix your own music.
I'm super hands on with it. So yeah,
That's lit.
you know, I'm trying to finish that up so I can, you know, give the people a body of work, you know, some art, something to visually ingest, and hopefully it resonates with them within like this huge music sphere or sonic sphere full of artists and sounds and, you know, oh man, just all sorts of like realms of instrumentation like going on like in this day and age. So, you know,
That's lit. When are you planning on putting that out? Like, what's your time frame?
I'm looking at summertime.
Okay.
Like, you know, in a perfect world, springtime jump off would be nice. But who knows? I might even throw Power out for the springtime. You know,
Power is a nice one.
you
bro.
know, let them wet the whistle. 'Cause
So
I got
y'all-
a lot of stuff in the can though. Like I got a lot of stuff in the can.
I
So,
believe you.
Yeah.
No, actually, I know.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
I know.
We working. We working.
Well, you on all platforms.
Yeah, we working.
Tell
Yeah.
everybody how to get in contact with you.
Yeah, like
what's-
where can they find you?
Man, if you want to find me, you know, just go to the IG.
All right.
I'm easy to find, hard to keep up with, but you know I'm there.
Definitely.
I don't even want to get into that.
Man, hey,
I don't want to get into
C4 be
that.
like, I was calling this nigga. He
The
don't ever
real-
answer the
You
phone.
like,
The
it's hard
real
to get in
deal
contact with him than the
Fano.
president of the United States.
He be like, he know I was on my way and I couldn't come. He ain't even here. Like,
Real
what
deal.
Hey,
happened?
Phantom Caesar, don't play Phantom. But y'all can hit me LongLiveCzar. That's you know all socials,
Facebook,
Get at me, yeah.
Instagram.
Yep.
You got a Twitter.
Yeah.
And y'all make sure y'all go on whatever platform you got and tap in and download
Get
that
the vibe.
music,
Yeah.
okay?
Get that vibe.
Whatever it is,
'Cause he's a whole
SoundCloud,
vibe.
Spotify, YouTube, we got the visuals up.
Yeah.
Don't play.
They
You
coming
know,
for sure.
don't cheat yourself. Okay, treat
Shot
yourself. Go
by
ahead, treat
C4,
yourself.
he got it
You know,
too. So
you ain't
Oh,
just
yeah,
you
we
ain't just
working.
got to hear the song. You can watch the video too.
Right.
You know, yeah.
That's lit, man.
Yeah.
You gonna feel like you in the video. Just check it out.
Oh yeah, no, you are. You gonna
Check
be like,
it
what's
out.
going on?
That's lit.
I guess
Shout out to Czar, Long Live Czar, for pulling up on us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I told you the time was gonna fly by, and we wasn't even really gonna get to tackle like all the topics because like when it just flows, when it's free flow like that, you know, it really does like
right.
Yeah,
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Do its job. And
Tiff,
we over here vibing.
What's the deal, man? What we doing next, man? What's next for Open Bar Podcast?
I don't know.
She like another shot. Yeah.
Oh no.
Another shot.
You know what? I've been trying to be on my workout and health, just trying to eat right, and so I'm trying to slow down on the intake of the liquor.
What?
Drink more water. I'm lying.
Heard them
Sound good,
crickets.
huh? Sound good, huh?
Heard them crickets.
She tried it.
I did.
She definitely tried it. So yeah, man, y'all, we gonna get up out of here with this one, y'all. Thank everybody for supporting us. Again, thank you, Czar, for pulling up, man. This is a long time coming.
Yeah, many more to come.
You gotta come back.
Oh yeah, I'll
Definitely.
be back.
When you come back, you gonna be releasing that EP.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
So
claim it. Put it out there. I
know you could do it. So we good.
Oh yeah, we ain't playing.
You got
It's
this.
coming.
Yeah.
Anybody who got any special topics, questions, you want to be a guest, come to the bar. Hit us up at info@openbarpodcasttv.com. Make sure y'all go to the Instagram at Open Bar Podcast TV. And make sure y'all check out the visuals from Shot by C4.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh
Do yourself a
my
favor.
God.
Do yourself a favor. All these praises, man. My boy be giving it to me, man. Appreciate you, dog. He be giving the roses while they here. I'm gonna give it right back to you.
Oh
And
yeah,
if
no,
you-
full bouquets.
And
Full
if you
bouquets.
ain't got a bottle of this
What liquor store they have?
Grand Diamante, well, for the people who don't live in Cali,
It's
just
all over though. But what store?
follow the Instagram Tequila Grand Diamante.
Yes.
Y'all need to check this out because this shit is real smooth. Real smooth.
Yes. We gonna get up out of here.
All right, y'all.
Ay.